Fogwe. Aging is a natural part of life, but that doesn't mean declining health is inevitable. Today's program will be talking about preventive care and managing chronic conditions, especially when it comes to elderly persons. We can control our well-being and maintain our health as we age. Before introducing our guest of the day, let's welcome AC Lucy Degu. Hello, Lucy.
Hello, Immaculate. Hello to all our viewers and listeners out there.
Thank you so much. And to introduce our guest for the day, she's called Dr. Vivian Tabor. She's a pediatrician and also the founder of the 50 Plus Club. It's a pleasure to have you on the program today.
Thank you so much, Immaculate. Thank you, Lucy. Thank you, televiewers. It's nice being with you today.
I think you are above 50 and you are at the best position to be where you are now. We are talking about elderly persons. You can better relate with them because of your situation now. Can you tell us, what are some of the challenges people above 50 experience on a daily basis?
Yeah, that's something, believe me, some people don't really look at it coming until you get there. I'll soon be 60, and it means I've gone through a lot, and I know exactly what is it. But when we start aging, there are certain things you need to take note that their whole body is aging. All the cells in your body is aging. So let's start from the joints and the muscles. What happens? We have stiffening of the joints. And you see these people start crying. My legs, arthritis. They call it arthritis. They call it all sorts of names. And I tell people, no, it's just the sound of the vowel. We have to shout, E, O. Those are some of the sounds we make when we get to. And they also have the muscles. The muscles start wasting and you develop what we call sarcopenia. That's your muscles are weakening. And that's why you see, as people age, they start bending forward, As they get older, they start bending like that, yes. So that's looking at the joints and the muscles. And what about in your brain? Your brain starts reducing in size. We call it atrophy. It starts atrophying. And then your eyes, your vision too starts blurring. And that's why you see elderly people will wear glasses most often. And then you also have your ears. They have problems with hearing. You can be talking to Dr. Tabor now, you need to shout perhaps for me to hear. Some people is like that, and they still don't know. Then what about your immune system? You get really weak with your immune system and that's why you see when there's any problem, they say, no, take care of the little ones below 5 and the elderly. Because we are more exposed, prone to certain problems that you find. And then your heart, the cardiovascular problems. That's what comes because your blood vessels also stiffens with age. And then it means your pressure will likely increase. So high blood pressure steps in. And the pressure increases, it means your heart has to do extra work to pump the blood so that it pushes it to the rest of the body. And if we realize we start having heart attack, heart failures, those are things that happen. What about your lungs? Even your lungs, you hear of chronic bronchitis. When they get to a certain age, they just cough. No matter the treatment you give, it doesn't really help. Just keep coughing. And what about your digestion? In fact, your whole system, the digestion just slows down. Something you could eat your beans at 10 p.m., 11 p.m. and sleep well. Now you eat beans at that time, you cannot sleep because your stomach is grumbling all the time. And just having problem with you sleep. You get up like how many times in the night, you can't really sleep deep like when. There are a lot of other issues, and when it comes to men, of course, with the prostate enlargement, they have their own series of problems. We'll talk about that some other day. And women with their menopause, there's another line of problems that they keep having.
We have some people of this age range who love to withdraw from the society, from their friends, from their family members. Should we start talking about depression at this moment?
Yes, Immaculate, we should talk about depression. It's just that in our society, it's not well known, as I can put it, because when your father just starts isolating himself, those things that they loved doing in the past, they don't want to do it anymore. They just want to sit on their own. They just look sad. It's like, Papa, what's wrong? They can't really tell you what's wrong, but they're low. Their mode, they're just so low that they don't even want to communicate. That's already a sign of depression. You see it with people, they just want to go and stay them in the room. So I think it's very important that we start talking about it. Or somebody who knows to eat a lot, just start eating a lot. From nowhere, you see, start putting extra kilos, it comes. Let me tell you something with age, especially us women. When I turned 50, I was looking very sweet. This weight has just increased in 9 years.
But you're so beautiful.
Yeah, I'm still beautiful. No, that I know. I'm very conscious about that. But what I'm just trying to say is that we tend at times to eat more than normal at times to put on weight, and then for women we have problems with hormonal, the imbalance. Okay. Yes, or at times they just refuse to eat. Even something that mommy loved eating in the past, you give her now, she's not even interested.
Wow.
Mommy, let's go for a stroll, she's not even interested. You start asking yourself, what's wrong with my mother? She's just so calm. That's depression.
Wow.
That's some of the things, and they start having some funny headaches. They may not know what's the cause of it. They don't sleep well, and it's like everything just annoys them.
Emma, before we go ahead, the contacts for those who like to participate in today's edition, we have 67054 7049, 67054 7049, or 656 62 22 22, 656 62 22 22. And back to you, Doc. We were talking about depression. How then can we build our social relationships?
One of the ways you can do that is by doing what I've just done. I've created a 50+ club whereby people above 50, we do meet from time to time, and we have things like storytelling, dancing.
Wow.
We'll dance the rock and roll. In those days when I was in Form 1, Form 2, I used to love rock and roll. And we find ourselves dancing that, just trying to be part of a community. Try to relate with people, because the truth is, another thing that pushes people a lot to that depression is retirement. These retirees or people who have chronic illnesses, they've been suffering from a particular problem for long. It becomes a real problem, because when you don't have anything doing, you feel so lonely, you feel so bored, you feel abandoned. Even when you're not abandoned, you just feel like, imagine you've been so active working here at Equinoxe every day, and then one day you go on retirement, you don't have any other thing, you didn't plan your retirement. You see, so what happens? Find yourself in a social group. Join others in a group. That's why when you see they get old, I like going to church, because that's a beautiful place to meet other people, and they listen to the word of God. It fills you up. You're happy. Go for sports. When you get to Paku Vita, there's a whole world there every morning. So just go and walk there. At least you see people. Try. That's it. If you don't do like that, believe me, you want to stay on your own, then it makes it very difficult for you. Go join even a gym club. Go to a fitness club. Just something you can know I belong to. At this age, we want to belong.
And as we age, how can we maintain a healthy blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and why not blood sugar?
As we age, already I've said it, that with age there's stiffening of the blood vessels, right? And when the blood vessel stiffens, it means no matter the volume of blood coming in, it will be difficult to flow normally. And when it can't flow normally, the heart now is in danger, because the heart pumping that blood, and it has to go through those blood vessels to get to the rest of your body. So what do you have to do? You need to take things that will help to release the stiffness of your blood vessels. Vitamin C, for example, is one good thing that helps that for the elasticity of your blood vessels. But there are other things that you can take that will help your blood vessels relax your blood vessels, or things that can help to thin your blood so that the blood is not too heavy to pass. At least it's fluid. It can pass easily. That's very important. The second thing is we need to learn how to manage stress. The elderly people, including myself, we need to learn how to manage stress. There are things that will stress you, like young women, they will not stress me, because I ask myself, what have I not seen?
Yeah.
Right? What have I not seen? What type of dress have I not worn? Or what type of bag that now start stressing? I need money. Where I don't have money to go and buy human health. Those are little things that stresses a lot of women. Meanwhile, at this age, what do you like doing? Follow your passion. What you like doing, just do it. Whatever makes you happy will keep you away from blood pressure, high blood pressure. Very often, not all the time, because there's some blood pressure that is caused by
extreme happiness.
Extreme happiness, or some would not even know the cause of it. So that's very important. Then you need your diet is very important. What you eat is very important. At this age, we don't need to go and eat those fatty things again. No, we go for good fats. We go for the omegas. The omega-3, like fish oil, salmon, mackerel fish now. It's good. Then you go for nuts. A lot of nuts, eat nuts. Those you can find here. We have even the cashew nuts. We have cashew nuts. We have even groundnuts. They are all nuts. They're coconuts. Those nuts are very good because they have healthy fats. And then you avoid eating a lot of sugars. All these go for whole food,
whole grains.
If you want rice, eat brown rice. I don't remember the last I ate what they call a perfume rice.
Wow.
I don't even remember when I ate it last time. I tried to eat. There's double rice. I buy it, and that's what I eat. Because we are at a certain age now that what is important is not the taste of what we eat, is the nutritional value of what we have to eat. So you avoid sugar, cakes, all those things. It doesn't mean that don't eat it at all. No. You can eat from time to time, but it shouldn't be limited. You shouldn't go for these sugary things all the time like the young people will go. Of course, why? Because our metabolism has slowed down. And the least thing you do, it spikes your glucose level, and you don't have enough insulin to be able to normalize it. And so long as your blood, remember with aging, type 2 diabetes is very common. You develop diabetes when you're already a certain age. But you can prevent all this if you take care of what you eat, and also exercise. Exercise is very good because, it's very, when you exercise, just breathing that pure oxygen. Pakovita is good because a lot of trees, a lot of things. So you get, you get out of town and fresh you just air. Get to somewhere. If you can go into the villages or wherever where it be real fresh air, that's very good also. You take your fresh air, you do your sports, and the sports will relax you, even the stress level will go down. The blood pressure itself will go down. And then you build your muscles. So you don't have the problem of sarcopenia, as I said, weak muscles as you age.
Now, taking care of an elderly person can be very challenging. What advice do you have for children who have, let's say, mothers of about 80 years, and they may feel sometimes frustrated at some point? Any advice for them?
The advice I have for these children is, my children, they laugh at me. I would turn and look and say, my mom used to do this. Now I'm doing it. This life, Yeah, same time. So whether we like it or not, we'll all go through that stage in life. So long as you're alive, you go through that stage. So they should treat these elderly people with more love and passion, and more love and care. They need your love. That's the time they need our love most. They need our care. Just a phone call, a video call. Just call mom and then she'll smile, and that's it. That's enough. It's not too much money that you're giving her. That's not, because some children think that I send her money all the time. Now what's our problem? That's not the problem. The problem is not sending money all the time. My kids are all over, but I talk with them every single day.
Wow.
Every day. They know it's a tradition in the house. They have to call to find out how I'm doing. I have to call to find out how they're doing. We just make it like mutual. We just do it like that. And I need to see my grandkids every day. It makes me happy. And they know it makes me happy. So they try to call me and show me my grandkids. So another thing, if you see that the elderly person is suffering from Alzheimer or dementia, he has a brain problem, then look for professionals. There are some nurses out there that you can pay them to take care of your parent. Don't just dump them like that. Remember, these people, they work so hard to bring you up, to make you who you are today. So it's not when they need you, then you abandon them. No, you may not be there physically, but you can pay somebody to care for them, to clean them up. Because when they start getting depressed, even to bathe, they don't want to bathe. Yes, they just stay. You see a woman who used to like makeup, nyanga, just suddenly stops. You start knowing that there's a problem here. So you get people to assist them. I think that's what youth should better do. Because since they are running and chasing money all over, they should at least pay someone to care for their mom.
Thank you so much for your time. That was Dr. Vivian Tabo, a pediatrician and founder of the 50 Plus Club. Thank you, Lucy, too, for being part of the program.
Always a pleasure.
And that's why I'll put a cap to today's edition of the program. You're held on Equinoxe Radio Multimedia. Thank you so much for your time, and have a wonderful day in the company of more interesting programs on Equinoxe Radio and, of course, television. Bye-bye for now.